You know, some comics will tell you that the reason why the Hebrew word shalom can mean both hello and goodbye is because Jews never know whether they're coming or they're going. Because many of our stories are road stories, the journeys of our people. For instance, the journeys that we're going to study this week for the Seder, the journey from Egypt to the land of Israel. Those are all road stories, and we always do them together as a people. Which is why in our household for the Seder, when it comes time for Elijah's cup is not filled. Instead, Elijah's cup is empty, and everybody sitting at the table, we pass it around the table. Each one adds a little bit of their own wine to Elijah's cup. Elijah, who's supposed to tell us about this great Messiah who's going to save the whole world? No. We all have to work together in order to redeem the world. And that's what passing the cup around and adding your own wine symbolizes. Working together is what we do at Park Synagogue during this crisis and beyond. And one of the ways that we work together is to have outstanding leadership. Our president, Susie Ratner, is now going to share some memories of her own from her Passovers with her family. So let me get the cap for today. It's an S for Susie. And let's hear about Susie's memories.
The thing I like best about thinking about the first Seder is that every Jew in the world, everywhere, is doing something at home. So all of us have all these memories of from when we were children, or if you have a family now, your own children. My first memories of Seder were when my grandfather, who came from Czechoslovakia / Hungary / I believe now it's the Ukraine, and we used to have Seders with my father's family. I'm one of 3 girls, I'm the oldest, and we used to spend most of the first Seder under the table. And my very benevolent immigrant grandfather, who was reclining in a white kittel, would not mind us at all. And I think my favorite part of the Seder seemed to involve the food. I remember my aunts. My aunts did the entire Seder, wearing those old-fashioned aprons with the little flowers all over them, and they would come in with big steaming bowls of matzo ball soup with fine beads of perspiration on their forehead. And I have spent my entire adult life trying to duplicate that matzo ball soup. Every so often, I make a matzo ball soup and I call my sisters and I say, I think I just made Aunt Charlotte's matzo ball soup. Then, of course, our memories go on to the times we had with our own kids. And when I married Jimmy, the Ratner family all got together in one place, just as they had in Europe, just as my father's family had done when they were in Europe. Jimmy's family did when they were in Europe, only they built a whole room for the Seder, and the kids were not under the table, they were all over the house. It is among my kids' favorite memories. So to all of us, I know we're all observing the Seder in our own way. I think the feeling of continuity is not that we do it the same every year, but that we do it every year, and that Jews everywhere are doing it, and I'm just so glad that I'm at least being able to do it in my community with all of you. Thanks.